Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back. It's Travis here with JT Wealth, and in today's video we are going to be talking about what's been going on with AMC today as well as yesterday in the market. It has been an up and down roller coaster, so let's get into it. Alright, like I said, welcome back everybody. Thank you so much for joining us, and we're going to talk about AMC today. What's been going on with AMC the last couple of days. It's a crazy ebb and flow up and down, and we're going to get into why that is and how it may continue going forward here in today's video. But do me a favor, take 2 seconds, smash the like button, and consider subscribing to the channel as well so you can keep up to date with all of my videos. Alright, so let's jump right into it. Let's take a look at AMC and their stock price from a couple minutes ago. And here you can see AMC's stock price trading at around $40.93. This was maybe 15 minutes prior to market close, down almost 5% on the day. Now it was down about 8% earlier, but then has managed to come back up. But what took place here? Why did this happen? They were up 8% on the start of the day off some news that the CEO now has a new position to add to his roster. But why did the position jump from 8% up to almost 5% down? And could that decline be connected to the decline we've seen overall for the past month? Almost 30% down now for AMC's stock price in the last month. So what exactly is going on? If we've seen a couple good strong points to move the stock up, why does the stock seem to be continuously moving down? Well, on Reddit, one of the Diamond Hands fans on the AMC's page is talking about a reason he thinks we could see $100 plus by the end of the week, but he says this is all planned. So he says that the mainstream media attention on AMC and the last week's Sell at 100 shill campaign launch has brought a lot of negative attention to AMC. Now, they have printed recently some articles saying get out of these three stocks while you can still turn a profit. And those stocks were Moderna, GME, and AMC. Now, obviously yesterday we saw GME and AMC continue to run up a little bit, but he's thinking here that the attack is on the $50 to $70 quote-unquote bag holders, and that they are targeting those folks, saying that they know they're new to the stock and they know you're nervous. They want you to see some green, and then the slow bleed will start again. So basically they're thinking that everybody who got involved in AMC between the $50 and $70 range is so nervous where the stock price is now that they're either unloading their shares or waiting to see a slight green and then selling them so that they don't end up losing any money. Now, they know nobody will sell at the $100 plus mark on Friday, which is, I'm not 100% sure why Friday is the timeline that he's looking at here, but he said they also know that when it drops 10% to $90 the following Monday, that those that bought in at 70 will consider selling. He's saying don't fall for it. So let's just address the bear in the room here. Can the stock drop 30% in the last month if everybody is quote unquote having diamond hands? No, it can't. So what is taking place is it would appear a lot of retail investors are actually selling out their shares of AMC. Why? I'm not 100% sure. I can't see the big picture and them doing that, but it does appear that that is what's taking place. The way the comment from Diamond Hands there on Reddit made it sound is that it's kind of easier to be in the red on the stock and have those diamond hands than it is to be really green and then watch it start to dwindle away. And that's where a lot of people are having issues. They've made their money and now they're worried that it's going to go down and down and down and they're going to end up losing money, which of course is never the goal of your investment. So we're seeing some retail investors potentially selling out their shares of AMC because they're worried that they may not hold that value or may not go up in value. But what about that $100 comment? Can AMC actually hit a $100 mark? Now we know in the past AMC has reached a high of I believe $72. So it's not far-fetched. We know AMC can pump up significantly. And with the short squeeze potential, could it hit $100? Probably, but let's see what other people think. So this article came straight out of Seeking Alpha, and it says, can AMC stock reach $100? It says fundamentally no, but technically yes, and that's a big difference, right? The fundamentals of the stock aren't going to allow for it, but technically speaking, can the retail investors, can the short squeeze move this stock to $100? Yeah, technically it could. And I think the 2 points here to note are the second and the fourth. It says, despite my optimistic estimates, I believe the fundamental value for the stock is much lower than where it was currently trading. Now, mind you, this article came out June 28th. Okay, but the fourth thing says the stock can go higher or lower depending on retail investor interest, irrespective of its fundamentals. And remember, 80% of AMC shares are owned by retail investors. So we do remember that we have a lot of control in where that stock price goes. For example, on Tuesday, AMC shares climbed almost 25% with trading volume climbing similarly. So those shares were up almost 25% late Tuesday after a session volume spike boosted the cinema operator, which has been a big focus on social media. Of course, AMC shares ended the session at about 43.09 after rising as high as 44.39. And now with the volatile stock was up sharply throughout the trading day, it picked up more steam during the last hour of trading when it surpassed $40 for the first time since July 13th. And important to note, it is still above that $40 price threshold, but possibly helping the shares on Tuesday was AMC's announcement late Monday that it was planning to start operating cinemas in 2 high-grossing locations in LA starting in August, and that it was in an active discussion with other property owners regarding the use of currently closed locations. So the stock has lost ground recently after hitting a record high of $72.62 in early June, but it is still up about 1,933% so far in 2021 alone. Now, as far as short interest, about 75.84 million shares of AMC were sold short as of Monday's close, and that represents about 15% of the float, and that is a decline of 4 million shares over the last week, according to the latest data set from S3 Partners. Speaking of S3 Partners, AMC is given a score of 100 out of 100 on S3's short squeeze risk score. So when S3 looks at all the companies and their potential for a short squeeze, 100 is the absolute highest score you can get, saying that there is a huge potential for a short squeeze for AMC's stock, and this of course is why the vast majority of people are holding the shares. Okay, and earlier in the video I mentioned some big news for the CEO of AMC, Adam Aron. He did get a new position as he was offered the AMC Board of Directors chairman position. So now he is the CEO, the president, and the chairman of the board of directors with AMC. This, of course, exciting the Apes. He is known as the silverback for AMC, and that got the stock up 8% this morning. Now, speaking of the short sellers, meme stocks, both GameStop and AMC's recent bounce yesterday caused short sellers to get burned again. So the company S3 we mentioned earlier, which is the short selling data provider, told Barron's that the estimate was that 75.8 million AMC shares are sold short. And again, that's about 15% of available funds. Now, the important thing to note here is that when the stock went up, okay, on Tuesday, short sellers were down 642 million in mark-to-market losses on Tuesday alone, bringing that year-to-date losses to about $3.82 billion. So definitely still an exciting roller coaster of a ride for AMC and for GME stocks. But will the retail investor be able to maintain those diamond hands and hold on to the stocks long enough to force the short squeeze? We don't know. It does seem like in the last 30 days that hasn't been the case, and too many people are selling out of AMC stock. Now, I am not here to tell you to buy or to sell any specific stock, but as far as the Reddit community is concerned and the subreddits for AMC, that is a concern that they have. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Will we continue to see a depreciation of the value of AMC stock as more and more people sell out of their shares? Or will the diamond hands continue? Will people use this opportunity to buy a little bit cheaper? And you know, that seems to be a trend with retail investors lately. They seem to have really bought into the buy the dip mentality in the last 1.5 to 2 years. So will that continue with AMC? We could see that taking place here in the near future, where we get opportunities to purchase after a dip like we saw today. But again, regardless, everything I'm providing to you guys in today's video and in all of my videos is just for information and entertainment purposes only. I am not recommending you buy or sell any specific stock at all. It is just here to kickstart your own due diligence into a company that you may or may not want to put your hard-earned money into. So remember, always do your own research before making any financial decisions. And again, thank you so much for checking out the video. Hopefully you learned something that you didn't already know about AMC. And until next time, bottoms up.